Hey everyone, this is Sean with Integrity Ranch. I'm just getting the cows moved here to some new grass, and oh, big news, I'm selling out. I'm gonna move to the city, guys. Sell the cow herd, get me a condo on a beach. Yeah, move to the city, move to the beach probably. Live out my days with my feet up in the air and just chilling on a beach somewhere. So that is the big news around here. Anyway, April Fools. So this is that bottom I was telling you guys about. Oh, it's probably been about a month ago. We were feeding some hay on a bright sunny day, and told you guys I had some pretty good stockpile left, and this is it. So you got a lot of weeds in here, whatever, but this is as good as I've ever had for April stockpile. So this hasn't been grazed since September. It was lightly grazed in September, very light. And in September they were still more browsing on warm seasons and stuff like that. They weren't really grazing the fescue in September. You know, a lot of what you should be looking for in the summer is to kind of graze the fescue without grazing the fescue. You know, you're really getting the weeds and whatever else is out there, because the endophyte's high in the summertime, and so it's not as good for your cows. But anyway, this right here is really good feed here in you know, early spring, when these cows are getting ready to calve. Like I said, if I was in here, so this is what they just came out of, and there's still some left to be grazed over there. There's just not as much green. You can see the difference there. If I was trying to feed hay right now, well, I'll zoom in over here. The wind's bad, so kind of have to be tough. So up on that hill, that's been grazed like twice this winter. Well, it was grazed late fall and twice this winter. And you can see it's a lot shorter. It's green. We brush hogged it. So now I'll try to get out of the wind. If I was up there and feeding hay on that you know, short grass that's just coming up really green, the cows would be chasing that short grass around, pulling it up by the roots, and not really putting on any performance, because they wouldn't want to eat my junky hay. And they wouldn't want to go over there, or, you know, they'd want to go over and chase that grass around, and it's just burning all their energy. The grass is washy. It's super watery. It's just running right through them. And so, planning for that, I mean, you really have to start planning for that in the fall, or, yeah, really about in the fall. You have to kind of set yourself aside maybe a pasture to have for spring grazing. So being able to have this nice green grass, we're going to start dropping calves any day now. We've got this nice green grass out here. This will give the cows what they need. You know, that cow right there, she looks a lot better now than she did a month ago when I was feeding her hay. So, you know, she's bagging up. She's going to be dropping a calf soon. This is just a 2-year-old heifer over here. She should be calving this spring. She looks good. So they're going to do a lot better out here on this than they would be if I was out of stockpile feeding hay. We don't have a sacrifice lot, so we'd be feeding hay up on the, you know, where we've already grazed it all off, and the cows would just be chasing this fresh green grass around. The other thing is, usually April we just start getting so much rain, and it's hard to get in and out of fields feeding and this and that. And you know, when you're grazing, I just parked my truck over there on the county road and just hopped the fence and came over here and moved a piece of polywire around. And so when you're grazing, you just you don't have to mess. If it's muddy and wet, you don't have to deal with that. Of course, this year we're starting off fairly dry, but there's some chances of rain, so here's to hoping we get some more moisture. Anyway, so this is the bottom I was telling you guys about. The cows are looking good. I think I've changed my mind. I'm not selling out, so we'll see you guys on the next one.